Let's revisit this story. Simone Biles, the GOAT, an innocent bystander. MyKayla Skinner, former teammate.
But besides Simone, I feel like the talent and the depth just isn't like what it used to be. I just noticed, obviously a lot of girls don't work as hard. The girls just don't have the work ethic.
Let's pause here. It was a shot that did not need to be taken, however.
So they don't have to have the stress of Russia. And then what other teams really are there? I mean, there's a lot of teams that have gotten better and have gotten stronger, but I feel like no matter what, as long as we do a decent job, we'll be fine. Even just some of the other girls that fell twice and still ending up in second place in the all-around is just kind of crazy to me. Is it Hazley or Hesley? Hesley. Okay.
These comments came prior to the Olympics, but Biles remembered. Thus, when Team USA won gold, Biles posing with her teammates, Jade Carey, Jordan Chiles, Suni Lee, Hesley Rivera would caption the post this: lack of talent, lazy, Olympic champions. Suni Lee would write, put a finger down if Simone Biles just ended you. Jordan Chiles added, and that's on period. It would be learned from Biles' Twitter. Skinner blocked her. Jordan Chiles proved it. Now, Skinner uploaded another video.
I posted a video apology on Instagram, and I followed up with a written apology, and I sent individual messages to each of the women on the team. Only Simone had responded, and she told me that she was proud of me. You guys can imagine my surprise last week when I was celebrating our team winning gold, just to see this brought up all over again by a caption on an Instagram post. If Simone truly believes that I called our team lazy and lacking talent, and if that's really how she feels, I am really heartbroken over it. But not just heartbroken, Simone's latest post and others that followed it fueled another wave of hateful comments, DMs, articles, and emails. Hate that includes death threats to me, my family, and even my agent. So my family and my friends don't deserve to be caught in a crossfire here. To Simone, I am asking you directly and publicly to please put a stop to this.
Let's pause for a moment. Skinner does not deserve death threats. This is so incredibly simple. She doesn't deserve it. Her family doesn't deserve it. Her agent doesn't deserve it over a difference of opinion, albeit a very porous one. Some folks, though, saw it quite differently.
She kind of on them, about how they've been performing. They've been winning gold. I don't know. Is there another medal above gold? I don't know. Huh? I can understand if they were losing, constantly losing, not even medaling, but they've been medaling, and you're saying, oh, their work ethic is not good. Maybe it's a little too brown for you. Maybe it's a little too ethnic for you. Because let's keep it 100. Gymnastics used to be very white. Very white. It was Russian. It was, Romania. Now it's maybe it's a little too brown, so that's when all these silly comments are made. It's black girl magic, okay? It's Asian girl magic. It's all kinds of different types of magic, okay? They're just a little lazy now. They're all of this passive aggressive that people keep throwing in the U.S. Olympic gymnastics team. They're winning gold. They're doing very well. Why are you making these comments? I've never seen a lazy gymnast. And if you were a lazy gymnast, you will bust your ass. Okay?
Like Godfrey the comedian on Nightcap, Shannon Sharp and Chad Ochocinco would react to the Skinner clip, with Ocho stating, and I quote, "We're playing victim now." Others disagreed with Skinner's approach to the whole thing. Shannon wrote, MyKayla Skinner, not Sharp obviously, MyKayla Skinner needs to learn a lesson about accountability for her own actions. She caused this. It's not on Simone Biles or anyone else to rescue her from consequences that she designed. She was in the wrong and is not the victim here. She's literally making their success about her. Kate added, MyKayla is a great illustration of white fragility. Black women holds her accountable for her words, and now she is owed an apology for the consequences of her own actions. Be for real. Another would tweet along those same lines. Not MyKayla Skinner turning on the white woman tears and trying to paint Simone Biles as the bully. Absolutely typical. Girl, it's not even the lazy comment people are calling you out on anymore. It's years of bullying other gymnasts. Now, this is important. As we covered in a previous video, she blamed the low work ethic on SafeSport, an independent organization that works to increase safety and prevent athlete abuse. USA Gymnastics would initiate the use of the program after the Nassar scandal in 2018, and after cutting ties with longtime Team USA coaches Marta and Bella Caroli, whom gymnasts accused of allegedly allowing the doctor to work on them at their renowned training facility. That was massive. In a statement, she would add, "It was more about going back into my own gym. Just the work ethic is different to when we were doing gymnastics in the former team coordinator Marta Caroli era. And I'm not sticking up for Marta or saying that what she did was good. I'm just saying it was different." Look, you can say there is a difference in coaching. You don't blame it on SafeSport. It feels like that's the red line. Because what they're trying to do, and no matter what way you may have put this, it is going to be taken in the worst possible way. Because if a program is instituted after the worst scandal and cover-up by Team USA Gymnastics, and then you go after the program that was instituted, it makes zero sense. What you could say is your critique of the coaches, and it would have been fine. It probably would have led to, vehement disagreements with former athletes, current athletes, what have you. But the fact that you went after this to say, the coaches just can't be coaches anymore. Clearly they can't. And I'll prove it to you. They won gold. I think the coaches were coaching, as a matter of fact. What this screams to me, and I have more, but what this screams to me is grief over not being selected multiple times. You go after their work ethic. You call them lazy. You paint them in a negative light, and then they win. You just got to eat it, in my view. You just got to eat your own words. That's it. I think a lot of people would also say, wow, she really took the high road if you came out and just vehemently apologized for what you said, but you didn't. You didn't. Here's my view. Going after SafeSport was insane. Via the AP, Rachel Dernhollander, a former gymnast who was the first to come forward and detail the abuse by Nassar, said MyKayla Skinner's comments show that there's still a, quote, long way to go in educating people about the impact abusive behavior can have. She'd post on Twitter this: when an athlete reminisces about one of the most abusive coaches in gymnastics history, suggesting her abusive model was necessary for work ethic, we have a problem. Exactly. 3 weeks ago, via E! News, three-time Olympic gold medalist Gabby Thomas saw clips of Skinner and reacted on the subject.
I honestly, if you have a certain way of doing things, listen to your body. If you don't need hours of pounding, or you don't need kind of a tougher coach, and it works for you, then I say why not kind of structure it around how your mind is, how your body is. Every athlete is different. I really believe you can't really put everyone in the same category. That's just my take on it. Everyone's different.
Speaking of bullying, by the way, after being selected as an alternate for the Rio Games of 2016, Skinner retweeted some unsavory responses, including a doctored photo that showed her face on the body of Douglas and included a racist series of emojis. She would apologize for those. There was also a Reddit thread that archived her using the N-word previously on Twitter, some around 2015, 2016. So I will end with this. MyKayla Skinner has dug herself her own hole. Death threats need to be called out no matter what. Begging the people that you went after to save you when she already, in my view, did enough by DMing you and saying that she was proud of you, blah, blah, blah. I think she did it. And it just says a lot to me about her mentality, that I believe she is still very upset at not being picked, and the kind of values that she holds to then play victim. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports, and or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.